Welcome to part 2. If you want me to tell you everything about part 1, too bad. You're not getting it here.
Thankfully, neither of us have had traumatic experiences with Love Disc, but God, does this thing suck! It literally has the same base stat total as Delibird. You okay?
Fine.
It has the same stats as
Wow, so Delibert's a new swear now. Whoops, I saw.
and its attack
You fucking
stats
potty
and
mouth.
Risus look like John Rambo. Not to mention, it's another useless water type!
Kind of like Unknown, you can continuously catch these things to get a reward. The incredibly useful Heart Scale.
Which you can find in Gen 4 easily, and not by catching Love Discs. Therefore, Love Disc is completely useless!
Wait, just now Chewie said Love Disc has a point, but then you said it's completely useless. What the heck?
Love Disc had a point, being an alternate method to collect heart skills, but that point has since been made redundant.
Speaking of useless, Spinda is another single evolution normal type with dreadful stats and a dreadful concept.
At least it has better stats than Farfetch'd.
At least Farfetch has a better concept than attack stat. Again, these arguments are not hard to make at all.
Its move pool is big, you can't do anything with it, but it's a good move pool.
So if it has a good move pool, it shouldn't be this high on the list.
You can't do anything with it, you can't do anything with it, you can't do anything with it, you can't do anything with it.
Work, you stupid computer.
Look at this thing. It's like Teddy Ursa without the charm. More like Teddy Ursa bird on a freaking Heatran. Spinda looks like shit. You know what? That's a perfect word I'd use to describe Spinda. Shit.
So you mostly focus on how it looks. Well, that sucks.
Well, at least they focused on Spinda's worst trait. That he's like Paul, able to do anything, but he sucks at them. Besides, you're one to talk, Mr. Lydian sucks, but I won't tell you why.
Oh god, not these two! I swear to god, you guys rip on Magikarp.
Nope, they rip off Goldeen and Seeking. Congratulations, you own a free sin.
To this day, I still have a hard time deciphering what he said there.
Splashing is funny as hell.
It's not funny to me, even the first time I see it.
These
Well, it was funny to them.
have no reason to be here. I mean, what were they thinking? Vinian and Luminian are just fish. Like, not even cool fish, like swordfish or something.
Actually, they're butterfly fishes. And aren't butterfly fishes cool?
I'll stick with Seeking.
You can't use these guys in battle. Their stats are crap.
Their stats are decent, you doo-doo dunderhead. They have the same total base stats as Seeking. And they have an ability that makes them immune to water. Doesn't that make them sound useful?
First, you don't want to be called a dummy, yet you call them doo-doo dunderheads. I don't care if doo-doo dunderheads sounds funnier. That still files under hypocrisy. Second, Lumineon actually has 10 more points than Seeking, but Seeking has better stat distribution. Third, Lumineon's ability is the equivalent to electric attacks on ground-type Pokemon. No effect, and that's it. This is not important as much now, but it'll come up later. Fourth, the irony of Lumineon's abilities is that the only useful ability in competitive battling requires Lumineon to actually take more damage from water, rather than none.
I mean, they'd get pwned by, what else? Better fish. Like, they deserve to be fed to seagulls.
Who will be cruel enough to do that to a butterfly fish?
Who'd be cool enough to do that to the seagulls? They need to eat too.
I mean, of all the useless-ass water types, they might as well be the worst.
No, they're not.
I mean,
Way to be descriptive there, buddy.
At least it had a point during one generation. These two are just f***ing bland fish!
Butterfly fish.
Okay, so the design may not be so bland. Their move pool is. The only thing that could set it apart from other fish is that it knows Gust and U-turn.
You know, this is cruel. I'm gonna change it with a more fitting Pokemon.
I don't think this would fit, unless he took shrooms.
That's better.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee.
You do know we still have one more Pokemon, right?
You know, I think at this point we should be skipping to number 1 now.
Oh crap. What could be worse than the fish?
Butterfly fish.
Like it makes a big difference. At this point, he had a yes montage to counteract with their no montage. We're skipping it.
My god. Burmy is everything terrible about Pokemon.
Not really.
In one
It's Vivian, you doo-doo dunderheads.
package.
It's like the fucking Jersey Shore of Pokemon. So it's a fucking mind-numbingly fucking stupid idea that looking at it makes you weep for humanity.
Its design is literally a horrible Pineco rehash to the point where they're both bagworm Pokemon. It's annoying to catch due to only appearing in trees, which in itself is ripped from Pineco, and also a stupid idea in the first place. Its concept was gimmicky.
No, the concept is great.
Unique? Yes. Great? No. Now, unlike Diana Kirby, let me tell you why. While it is true that no other Pokemon changes based on where they were last fought, this only affects what form of Wormadam Burmy evolves into, and that's only if it's female. In other words, the concept is completely worthless if we're male Burmy. That is why it's not great, because it has a 50-50 chance of doing something, and that something isn't something to write home about.
And it has horrible stats and a horrible move pool.
Oh, Earthquake is also a bad move.
A horrible move pool does not mean that the moves themselves are bad. It just means that the Pokemon can't do much with what Game Freak provided them with. It doesn't help that the stats are crap too. Plus, that voice is just as annoying as that.
For all of its horrible types and all of its horrible evolutions.
Not only that, but all the unique types of Wormadam, its female evolution, have done before.
How is a type supposed to be unique if it's already been done before?
Did you hear how he stressed unique? Seriously, hearing aid. You need it.
And better! Parasect is a better bug grass.
You're kidding, right?
No, they're not. You mad?
Parasite has got to be on this list. Not only they have terrible typing, but they also have the same total base stats as Pachirisu. Heck, I bet they can even beat a Swaddle. They're only useful for HM slavery, but they're still terrible. There is no way they're better than Wormadam.
This may bore some non-Pokemon savvy people in the audience, but bear with me. First, their typing isn't great, admittedly, but Bug Grass does actually have some key resistances in competitive battling, namely against Fighting, Ground, and Electric, all of which are commonly used. Second, where's Pachirisu on this list compared to Wormadam? Third, Parasect may only learn 2 HMs, but still, I guess it's better than only learning Defog as a Motham. Fourth, it can learn Spore, the best sleep-inducing move in the game, capable of instantly putting to sleep anyone who can be affected. And 5, Parasect's ability, Dry Skin. I love the double standards you unknowingly present, where you say one of Luminian's supposed highlights was its ability to negate damage from water attacks, yet you completely ignore it when Parasect not only negates damage, but heals from it too. Something Luminian can't boast about. Oh sure, Parasect will take more damage from fire-type attacks and the sun, but to heal from water and the rain makes Parasect a useful, if fragile, supporter. Now, what does Wormadam have? A base stat total only shared by Motham. That still sucks.
Scizor is a better bug steel, and even though Nikita is the only other bug ground, its evolutions make up for it. And its male evolution is awful!
Mothim is another f***ing moth!
And another f***ing bug flying! Both of which have been done to death!
At least not as much as Psychic.
And tell me, where were the psychic types on the list? And where were the bug-flying moths? I thought so.
Burmy is the worst Pokemon ever. It's unoriginal. It's unusable. Its evolutions are unoriginal. Its evolutions are unusable.
Something must be done.
Now you have your chance.
Well, Well done. Now you're gonna get arrested for Pokemon abuse.
I'll believe that when PETA shuts down Nintendo for Tanuki Super Mario.
I'm the autarch of Flame.
I'm Chewy.
And Burmy sucks!
Okay, so that's the end of my commentary, and now I got a few things to tell. Peanut3423, I agree with some of these Pokemons, but the higher ones are kind of stupid to put on this list. You didn't give excellent reasons why they're terrible.
Remember
You
Ledian?
just went berserk over them for no good reason.
Though they mostly did that as a joke that was not supposed to be taken serious. Wait a second!
I will warn you, 37% of this commentary were not supposed to be taken seriously, so please don't treat me like a dummy if you're gonna do a commentary on my commentary.
Well, this was the only time that happened, right?
For the last time, nobody said to me math. I blame our schools.
Okay, so how come you can censor swears for Mad World but not for No More Heroes?
Dude! Language!
So what? You almost swore at the unknown part.
Oh crap. What could be worse than the fish?
Butterfly fish!
Wow, you really are a dummy. Well, screw the rest of your video, I'm done here. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.